under the analytical framework for investment in share. And here also we have discussed technical analysis. So we have discussed about the concept of technical analysis, Dow theory, support and resistance level. Now here we have to go for discussion about the different points that is remaining. For example, Dow theory we have discussed who has developed that theory, why that theory is known as Dow theory. Again we have discussed about the primary trend. Also we have discussed bull market, bear market. Also secondary trend, minor trends we have discussed. After that we have discussed about support and resistance level. Now here we have to go for discussion. So support and resistance level, that is support level we are taking into consideration demand for the particular script, and in resistance level we are taking into consideration supply of script would be greater than the demand. So we have to take into consideration. After that, indicators. Number one, volume of trade. Volume expands along with the bull market and narrows down in the bear market. So we have to understand that chart. Then a technical analyst use volume as an excellent method of confirming the trend. Second, we can use as an indicator, that is breadth of the market. Breadth means what actually? The net difference between the number of stock advance and decline during the same period is the breadth of the market. So cumulative index of the net differences measure the market breadth. Again we can take short sales. Short sales means it is nothing but technical indicator, or we can say short interest. So it refers to the selling of the shares that are not owned. So they show the general situation. So now we also take moving averages. So the word moving means that the body of the data moves ahead to include the recent observation. So the moving average indicates the underlying trend in the script. For identifying short-term trend, 10 to 13 days moving averages are used. In the case of the medium-term trend, 50 to 125 days are adapted. To identify the long-term trend, we can use 200 days for moving average. Again, next point, oscillators. Oscillator means what actually? The share price movement across a reference point from one extreme to the another. That momentum indicates overbought and oversold conditions of the script or the market, or signaling the possible trend reversal. Again, rise or decline in the momentum we can able to take. Next, we can consider relative strength index, that is RSI. RSI was developed by Wells Builder, which is useful for identifying the inherent technical strength and weakness of a particular script or market. So it can be calculated for the script by adopting the following formula. RSI is equal to 100 minus 100 divided by 1 plus RS. So RS means average gain per day divided by average loss per day. If the share price is falling and RSI is rising, divergence is said to have occurred. Divergence indicates the turning point of the market. Again we can take rate of change also, that is indicator ROC. ROC means ROC is useful for measuring the rate of change between the current price and the price n number of days in the past. It will be helpful for us find out the overbought and oversold positions in the script. So it can be calculated by two methods. First method, we can take current closing price, which is expressed as a percentage of the 12 days or weeks in past. And second method, we can use the percentage variation between the current price and the price 12 days in the past we can able to calculate, and with the help of that we can able to calculate ROC. Again, charts, various charts we can use here. Charts means what actually? It is nothing but graphic representation of the stock prices. These also have the following uses: spot the current trend for buying and selling. Again, it will indicate the probable future actions of the market by projection. Again, it shows the past historic movement. Again, it indicates the important areas of support and resistance. So there are the various charts. So now next chart is, that is point and figure chart. So these charts are one dimensional and there is no any indication of time or value. So the price changes in relation to the previous prices are shown. So the change of the price direction can be interpreted. Some inherent disadvantages are they do not show the intraday price movement. Again we can say only whole numbers are taken into consideration. resulting in loss of information regarding the minor fluctuation. So volume is not mentioned in the chart. Again, next type is that is bar chart. Already you have heard bar chart. You have also used, that is simplest and most commonly used tool of the technical analysis. So dot is that is here entered to represent the highest price at which the stock is traded on the day, week or month. Another dot is entered to indicate the lowest price on that particular date. So a line is drawn to connect both the points. So horizontal nerve is drawn to make the closing price. So there are the various chart patterns are using. For example, V formation, double top and bottom, inverted head and shoulders, tops or bottoms, head and shoulders we can take. So here also next part is that is triangles. What is meant by triangles? Triangle formation is easy to identify and popular in technical analysis. So there are the different types of the triangle. For example, symmetrical triangle. Again we can say here that is ascending, descending or inverted we can say. So last point, that is nothing but technical analysis and fundamental analysis, or we can say difference between technical analysis and fundamental analysis. Now you can take first column fundamental analysis and second column technical analysis. The fundamental analysis, who is responsible for fundamental analysis? Fundamental analyst, who analyzes financial strength of the corporate, growth of sales, earnings, profitability. But if you go for technical analyst is responsible for technical analysis, which is mainly focuses on the attention on the past history of the prices. Now if you go for second difference, you will get the idea. That is nothing but the fundamental analysis analyst estimate the intrinsic value of the shares, but if you go for technical analysis, it mainly predicts the short term price movement. And third difference, that is nothing but fundamentalists are of the opinion that supply and demand of the stocks depend on the underlying factors, and technicians opinion that they are forecast supply and demand by studying the prices and value of the trading. So through this bit you can able to understand various technical tools and various charts which is useful for you for technical analysis. So with the help of that we can able to get idea key what is the difference between that. So now here we have discussed what is the different charts. For example, triangle, symmetrical triangle. Again we can say ascending, descending, inverted. Again last, that is difference between technical analysis and fundamental analysis we have discussed. So fundamental analysis we have discussed. Fundamental analyst analyzes financial strength of the here we can consider that is corporate, growth of sales. Again we can say earnings and profitability. But if you go for technical analysis, you will get the idea, that is mainly focuses on the attention on the past of history of the sales. Fundamental analysts estimate the intrinsic value of the shares, but technical analysts mainly predict the short term that is we can say price movement. Again here last, that is difference we have taken, that is fundamentalists are of the opinion that supply and demand for the stock depend on the underlying prices, and technicians opinion that they can forecast supply and demand by studying that is we can say price and volume forecasting. Thank you. So this through this bit we can able to understand the concept of the technical analysis. Also we have discussed various technical tools, and also we have understood the charts from form of technical analysis. So it is very important for the exam point of view, because definitely 14 marks question will be asked in relevant examination. So okay, thank you, best luck.